Do your legs sometimes feel tingly, numb, or just not quite right? Have you noticed more cramping at night or strange nerve sensations in your feet? If you're over 60, you might think, well, it's just part of getting older. But what if I told you that some of the fruits you eat every day thinking they're healthy could actually be making things worse? Yes, fruits. They may look innocent, but certain types can quietly damage your circulation, spike your blood sugar, and irritate your nerves, especially in your lower legs and feet. And the tricky part? These fruits are often labeled heart healthy or full of vitamins, so they're easy to overeat without realizing the long-term damage. In today's video, we'll reveal 8 common fruits that older adults should be cautious with, especially if you deal with leg pain, tingling feet, neuropathy, or poor blood flow. Some of these might shock you, especially fruit number 5, which most seniors think is perfectly safe. But first, let's connect. Where are you watching this video from? And have you ever felt like your feet fell asleep, even when you're wide awake? Tell us in the comments. Your story might help someone else feel less alone. And don't forget to subscribe for more senior-focused health tips every single week. 1. Grapes, small fruit, big problem. They're sweet, bite-sized, and easy to snack on. But grapes may be doing more harm than good if you're over 60 and dealing with leg or nerve problems. Here's the issue. Grapes are packed with fructose, a type of sugar that absorbs quickly and causes sharp spikes in blood sugar. For older adults, especially those with prediabetes or neuropathy, these blood sugar surges can silently damage the small blood vessels that supply your nerves, especially in the feet and lower legs. And the real danger? They're too easy to overeat. You don't usually eat one grape. You grab a handful, or a bowl, and suddenly you've consumed the sugar equivalent of a candy bar without realizing it. Even though grapes contain antioxidants, the sugar load outweighs the benefit, especially when eaten frequently or in large amounts. Common symptoms that may be connected: tingling or burning feet, sudden cramps in the calves, poor circulation or cold toes, that heavy leg feeling, especially after meals. Instead of grapes, try blueberries or raspberries. They're lower in sugar, higher in fiber, and rich in compounds that actually protect your nerves, not stress them. 2. Bananas. Too much of a sweet thing. Bananas are often seen as the perfect healthy snack, easy to eat, full of potassium, and gentle on the stomach. But for seniors, especially those with leg pain, nerve sensitivity, or blood sugar concerns, ripe bananas can be sneaky troublemakers. Here's why. The riper the banana, the higher its glycemic index. As bananas ripen and become sweeter, their starches turn into sugar, which causes a rapid rise in blood glucose. This spike not only triggers inflammation, but also stresses the small blood vessels that feed your nerves, the same nerves that control movement and sensation in your legs. Many older adults experience symptoms like burning or tingling in the feet, nighttime leg discomfort, that pins and needles sensation after sitting for too long. While bananas do contain potassium, which supports muscle health, the high sugar content in ripe bananas may outweigh the benefits, especially when eaten daily. Want a better option? Try avocados instead. They're rich in potassium too, but without the sugar surge. Plus, their healthy fats help reduce nerve inflammation and keep blood sugar stable. Remember, it's not about cutting out bananas forever, but knowing when and how much can make all the difference. 3. Mango, the tropical sugar bomb. There's no denying it. Mangoes are delicious, juicy, fragrant, and packed with tropical flavor. They feel like a treat straight from a vacation. But for seniors, especially those with nerve sensitivity or diabetes, this tropical treat can quietly sabotage your health. A single ripe mango can contain over 45 grams of sugar, more than a can of soda. That kind of sugar hit causes a sharp insulin spike, triggering inflammation and weakening the tiny nerve endings in your legs and feet. What's more concerning is that mangoes are often used in smoothies, fruit bowls, or desserts, where it's easy to forget just how much sugar you're getting. Let me tell you about Evelyn from Arizona, age 72. She loved her morning mango smoothie. Frozen chunks, a splash of juice, maybe a banana. It felt healthy, but over time she noticed her feet tingled more, and she struggled with balance. When her doctor suggested cutting back on tropical fruits, especially mango, she saw a real improvement in just a few weeks. Common signs mango might be affecting you: heaviness or swelling in your lower legs, tingling toes or numbness, a fuzzy feeling in your feet after meals. A better choice? Green apples or berries. They satisfy your sweet tooth without the sugar shock, and they actually help calm inflammation. Mango might taste like a tropical dream, but for aging nerves, it can quickly become a nightmare. 4. Fruit juices, nature's candy in disguise. A glass of orange juice in the morning, a splash of apple juice with lunch. It sounds healthy, even comforting. After all, it's fruit. How bad could it be? But here's the truth. Most fruit juices are just sugar water with a vitamin label. When fruits are juiced, they lose nearly all of their fiber, the part that slows sugar absorption and keeps blood sugar steady. What you're left with is a concentrated dose of natural sugar that hits your bloodstream fast, leading to sudden insulin spikes and nerve inflammation. For seniors, especially those dealing with leg discomfort, poor circulation, or diabetic neuropathy, this sugar rush can quietly damage the tiny blood vessels and nerves in your lower limbs. Many people think they're doing something healthy when they pour a glass of juice, but symptoms like burning or tingling in the feet, tired legs after meals, frequent cramps at night can be signs that fruit juice is doing more harm than good. What's even more misleading is the labeling. No added sugar doesn't mean low sugar. It just means all the sugar comes from the fruit itself, which can still be excessive. Instead of juice, try infused water with lemon or berries, or simply eat whole fruit, where fiber and nutrients work together to support your body, not stress it. Drinking juice may feel like a healthy habit, but over time, it can quietly wear down the very nerves that help you walk, balance, and stay independent. 5. Watermelon. Too fast, too sweet. Watermelon is one of the most refreshing fruits out there, especially on a hot summer day. It's hydrating, low in calories, and seems like a guilt-free snack. But for older adults, especially those with leg weakness, nerve discomfort, or blood sugar issues, watermelon can be surprisingly harmful. Why? It has one of the highest glycemic indexes, GI, of any fruit. That means it's digested and absorbed incredibly fast, causing a rapid rise in blood sugar. This sudden spike puts pressure on the delicate blood vessels that supply your nerves, especially in your lower legs and feet. Many seniors find that after eating watermelon, they experience a buzzing feeling in the feet, leg heaviness or weakness, energy crashes or shakiness after meals. And because watermelon is mostly water, it's easy to overeat. A large bowl can equal the sugar of several servings of fruit, without you noticing. A smarter alternative? Try a handful of berries or cucumber slices with a pinch of sea salt. You'll still get hydration and flavor, without the sugar surge. Watermelon isn't all bad, but if you're struggling with neuropathy or circulation issues, it might be time to rethink how much and how often you enjoy it. 6. Oranges, not always as healthy as they seem. Oranges have long been considered the go-to fruit for immune support. Rich in vitamin C, refreshing, and easy to eat. It's no wonder they've become a breakfast staple for many older adults. But while oranges offer some benefits, they also come with hidden downsides, especially for seniors managing nerve sensitivity, poor leg circulation, or blood sugar concerns. Here's why. First, oranges are surprisingly high in natural sugar, especially when juiced. A single cup of orange juice can contain up to 21 grams of sugar, nearly as much as a sugary soft drink. And without the fruit's natural fiber, that sugar rushes straight into the bloodstream, causing a quick insulin spike that can irritate your nerves and affect blood flow to your feet and legs. Second, oranges are acidic. For some people, especially those with sensitive stomachs or inflamed nerves, that acidity can lead to tingling, burning, or increased nerve discomfort, particularly in the lower limbs. Third, oranges may interact with common medications. If you take blood pressure drugs, statins, or medications for cholesterol or nerve pain, certain compounds in oranges, especially Seville oranges or juice blends, can interfere with absorption, weakening the medication or increasing side effects. So, while a slice or two occasionally is fine, relying on oranges or orange juice daily can be counterproductive. A better choice? Try whole kiwis or strawberries. They provide plenty of vitamin C, less sugar, and added fiber, without the same risks. For aging nerves and tired legs, not all fruits are as innocent as they seem, and oranges, while popular, may need a second look. 7. Dried fruits. Small size, big sugar trap. They look harmless, even healthy. A few dried apricots here, a handful of raisins there, maybe some dates mixed into your oatmeal. But when it comes to blood sugar and nerve health, dried fruits can be one of the most misleading healthy snacks around. The problem isn't the fruit itself, it's the process. When fruits are dried, all the water is removed, leaving behind a highly concentrated source of sugar. That means just a small serving can deliver 2 to 3 times the sugar of the same fruit in fresh form, without the hydration or volume to slow you down. For seniors, especially those with leg pain, tingling, or neuropathy, this sugar overload can trigger fluctuating energy, increased inflammation, worsening nerve sensitivity, buzzing or burning feet after meals. Another hidden danger? Added sugars and preservatives. Many store-bought dried fruits, like cranberries, pineapples, and papaya, are coated in extra sugar or sulfites to enhance taste and shelf life, which can worsen inflammation and digestive issues. And because they're bite-sized and chewy, dried fruits are incredibly easy to overeat without realizing it. If you're craving something naturally sweet, try a small handful of fresh berries, apple slices, or even a few raw almonds with cinnamon. These options are lower in sugar, higher in fiber, and far more supportive of steady energy and healthy nerves. Dried fruits may be convenient to store, but for aging legs and sensitive nerves, they're a snack best saved for rare occasions. 8. Yestrauish, pineapple, when sweetness turns against you. Pineapple is one of the most tempting fruits out there, juicy, tropical, and naturally sweet. Many seniors enjoy it as a light dessert, or blend it into smoothies for its refreshing flavor and vitamin C content. But despite its appeal, pineapple can be surprisingly harsh on aging nerves and circulation, especially when consumed regularly or in large amounts. Here's what makes it problematic. First, pineapple has a high glycemic index. That means it raises blood sugar quickly, similar to candy or soda. For older adults, particularly those with diabetes, prediabetes, or peripheral neuropathy, these spikes can inflame nerve endings, slow circulation in the lower legs, and contribute to sensations like tingling, numbness, or burning in the feet. Second, pineapple contains an enzyme called bromelain, which can be both a blessing and a curse. In small amounts, bromelain helps with digestion and inflammation. But in larger quantities, especially when consumed on an empty stomach or in juice form, it can irritate the mouth, stomach lining, and even exacerbate nerve sensitivity in people with already fragile systems. And let's not forget, pineapple's sweetness makes it easy to overeat. A single cup can contain over 16 grams of sugar, and let's be honest, most people don't stop at 1 cup. If you love tropical flavors but want to protect your nerves, try a few slices of kiwi or papaya instead. They're gentler on the blood sugar and offer similar nutrients without the same risk. Pineapple isn't the enemy, but when your nerves are already working overtime, too much sweetness can slowly turn against you. As we grow older, we're often told to eat more fruit, stick to natural foods, or start your day with juice. And for many years, those ideas made perfect sense. But now, we know more. We understand how our bodies change with age, how sugar affects our nerves, how circulation slows, and how even healthy habits can quietly turn against us if we're not careful. Today's video wasn't about fear, it was about awareness. Because while fruits like bananas, grapes, pineapple, and even orange juice seem harmless, they can contribute to a slow decline in nerve health, increase inflammation, and worsen symptoms like tingling in your feet, cold toes or numb legs, sudden cramps that wake you up at night, that dragging, heavy feeling in your calves after just a short walk. These issues aren't always just aging. Sometimes they're your body whispering, pay closer attention. And one of the easiest places to start listening is your plate. That doesn't mean cutting fruit out of your life, far from it. Fruit is still powerful medicine when chosen wisely. It just means favoring the fruits that love you back, fruits that support your blood sugar, calm inflammation, and nourish your nerves, not stress them. So here's what you can do, starting today. Swap out fruit juice for lemon water or sliced oranges so you keep the fiber. Trade dried fruit for fresh berries, which protect rather than inflame. Cut back on daily bananas and try avocado or green apple for a steadier energy boost. And if you do enjoy sweet fruits, pair them with a handful of nuts or seeds to slow sugar absorption. These are small choices, but they add up. They affect how easily you move, how well you sleep, how steady you feel when you get out of bed in the morning. You don't need to overhaul your life. You just need to notice what's working and gently adjust what's not. So, now let me ask you, what fruit on this list surprised you the most? Did you spot something you eat regularly, thinking it was helpful, only to learn it may be holding you back? Or have you already made changes like these and seen the results? We'd love to hear your thoughts. Leave a comment below and let us know where you're watching from, what fruit you're going to cut back on, and what tip you'd share with others trying to stay strong after 60. If this video gave you even one helpful idea, please hit the like button. It helps more seniors find this kind of information. And be sure to subscribe for new videos every single week made for people like you, smart, proactive, and committed to aging with strength and clarity. This is your time. Let's walk through it together, step by step, and stronger every day.